A very good morning to all students. Today's topic is copyrights. Copyrights. When we are dealing with some subject topic, we should know what they are actually. Okay. So, what is copyright? Copyright, the exclusive right given by law for a certain terms of years to an author, composer, or to his assignee to print, publish, and sell copies of his original work. And this definition is given in Oxford English Dictionary. So, according to Oxford English Dictionary, a copyright is the one which is given by law for a certain term of years to an author, to a composer, to a player, for the work done by them, and to a painter, to a writer. All these are based on, if we observe, these are the skills of a person. So when all these skills of person are given priority, and if their original work should not be copied by others, then copyrights are given. So copyright protection consists in original work of authorship fixed in any tangible medium of expression from which they can be perceived, reproduced, or otherwise communicated either directly or with the aid of a machine or device. So, a work of a person is authorized, and work of a person is given priority, and definitely the persons who use their skills and efforts with their intellectual brain and with their efforts, that should be protected through copyrights. So copyrights are generally given for literary work, musical work, which includes the composition of songs, dramatic work. It also includes dramas, movies, and music. Next one, graphic work, sculpture work, cinematograph work, motion pictures, and what else other audio visual work, sound recording, and architectural work. So a shield that protects every published or unpublished literary, scientific, and artistic work in any form of expression but fixed in a tangible or material form is known as a copyright. So it means anything that can be seen, heard, or touched may also be under the protection of copyright. Okay, so fair play, reward creative effort. So when we are using why copyrights, obviously if you play a drama, if you play a show, obviously it's your effort. You need to remember so many dialogues, you need to remember each and every step, what is going to happen in next moment, is it not? So it's a reward. Copyright is a reward for such an effort. Next, exclusive right for limited time, negative right. So a copyright is given for such a period where that person can enjoy it, so no others can copy it. Is copyright is necessary? Yes, copyright is necessary. Why it is necessary? Because it will encourage dissemination of work, and copyright work equal to public interest. Yes, I have skill, I have talent, and if my talent is taken by someone, and if they are using my talent on their name, is it okay? It's not okay. That's why copyright is important. Next, in England and Wales, Indian copyright law similar to England and Wales. So in England, and in the city of Wales, they follow copyrights because more skilled people once upon a time there used to be. Once upon a time, why I am using, because right now also people are there, but now the talent of people is increased day by day, and all around the world we can see. But in England and Wales, they have given priority to copyrights initially, so they have praised the effort skilled people with copyright. So that's why we have taken those two places names. So first Copyright Act in England was enacted 1709, first statute of Anne. Okay, yes, in United States. So this is actually only for the sake of information to you students. First act in 1790 did not protect foreign authors. So in United States, it's given priority to their nationals. So it did not protect foreign authors. Indigenous American literature suffered a lot because not granting copyrights to others. Next, today, Copyright Act 1976, one of the major copyright law in the world. Now move to Indian perspective towards the Copyright Act. And in India, the Copyright Act came into existence in the year 1957. So in India, the copyrights also protects the computer softwares and programs under literary work. So they are included with an amendment which was made in the year 1999. Actually, the Copyright Act was framed in 1957. Okay, so copyright right in India. The first act in 1914, followed by the Copyright Act 1957. And in 1957 Act adopted many English provisions, including new ideas and new concepts. So Copyright Act 1957 and its main features are: it valid up to 21st January 1958. The Copyright Act 1957 got its validity till validity from for 21st January 1958, and created Copyright Office and Copyright Board. It created Copyright Board and Copyright Office. It introduced civil and criminal remedies against infringement. Okay, so it is actually this Copyright Act protects all intellectual properties. So copyright is one of the intellectual property right, and it uses to protect and intellectual property right. Next, and in this point we need to remember Copyright Act will grant exclusive rights. The Copyright Act grants exclusive right to the creator of a original and artistic work. Okay, so performing societies just like instance music royalties, etc. Okay, and the definition of categories in which copyrights actually subsist in international copyrights, and definition of copy infringement. So there is an amendment in Copyrights Act in the year 1992, okay, which defines the ambit of the Copyright Board powers, and it mentioned about rights for performance, assignment and license of copyrights, rights of copyrights owner. So here Copyrights Act would like to protect different works. What are the different works that are protected by Copyrights Act? They are just like literary, music, artistic, and maps and technical drawings. And it is intangible. The copyright is an actually intangible one which cannot be seen or touched, but a right should be given to the owner. Okay, next one, terms of copyright. depend on nature of work, owner of copyright, and whether the work has been published. So most the copyrights are given for 60 years and broadcast reproduction 25 years. Nature of copyrights, okay, about fixation, labor, skill and capital. So the nature of copyrights, statute based, no registration is necessary. Copyright is an intellectual property. So let me explain this point in a keen manner. It is an intellectual property, right? As we discussed a few seconds back, copyright is one of the intellectual property, right? It is used for the protection of an intellectual property, and it grants exclusive rights to the creator of a original and artistic work. So if I give one example for you, I think it is a very correct point right now. We'll take the example of Michael Jackson. Yeah, I think you all know about Michael Jackson. He's a producer, he's a music composer, he's a musician, he's a singer, he's a dancer, he's an all-rounder. I have taken any one person's name. He's a creator of his own talent. He's a creator of his own talent. Is it not? So when such kind of talents are there, definitely they can occupy their own talent. They keep their own talent, and because they are the owners of their own talent, if anyone wants to copy them, then they can charge for their talent. Okay, so copyrights act will provide exclusive rights to owners. It protects different kinds of work. So it combines different rights that are literary work, the right to reproduce in hardback and paperback editions, the right of translation adaptation. So copyrights, obviously they protect various works such as literary, music, artistic and map and technical work. Okay, next one, it is intangible. Copyright is a intangible one cannot see, is it not? So labor, skill and capital, it is a product of labor, skill and capital of one man, which must not be appropriated by another. It cannot be seen actually, is it not? So in this point of this labor and skill, it comes force without registration. No. Okay, next one, it protects the work of different terms. Work of labor, skill of a person, capital of a person, everything comes. So copyright to protect the literary work for a period of author's life plus 60 years. And whereas records, photographs, any anonymous publications, cinematographic work, film work, etc., government and international work for a period of 60 years. So the broadcasting is protected only for 25 years. So it can be trusted and it can be sold. A copyright can be easily transformed or sold from one person to another, and usually transfer takes place on a specific settlement amount. Okay, so what is the main purpose of this copyright law? The main purpose of this copyright is to protect the product of labor, skill and capital of one man, which must not be appropriated by another. So obviously the main purpose of the copyright law is to protect the effort and the creation of author and inventor against any type of infringement of copyright, as they are producers of that idea and they have exclusive rights over their writing and discoveries. Okay, so What is copyright protection? What is copyright protection? Yes, is it not? Yes. So here, the protection is given on original literary, original drama, original musical and artistic work, and it is also given to cinematographic work, film recording and sound recording. So the Supreme Court has given preference to copyrights, and the copyrights protection protects the expression of the creator by providing them marketable rights with economic motivation. So any person who have talent, if they exhibited the talent in front of others, it doesn't work out, because to survive people need money, people need economic support. So the owner of the copyright can gain certain economic motivation for creating and disseminating their ideas. Okay, so through copyrights protection obviously from the Protection of Copyrights Act, authors and inventors are provided special reward for serving the public with their creative activity. If I ask you, who is your favorite actor, you will tell your choice. If I ask you, what is your plus point, you will think for a while. Is it not? Is it not? If I ask the first question, who is your favorite actor, you will take the name of the person. But if I ask about what is a plus point in you, will think, because you are the owner of your own mindset. So you can create your own intellectual property. So if you are a creator of your own, definitely no one can steal that from you. Okay, so if you have a talent, you can show the talent and you can motivate yourself with economic way. Next, copyrights are not only reward of efforts of the labor, but also encourages the progress of science and useful art. Copyrights aims to protect the original expression of authors and at the same time motivate others to build their own expression. So copyrights facilitates the development of science and creative art. Okay, so copyrights are given for literary work. What are the literary work? Novels, poems, short stories, books on any subject, computer programs, tables, computer, database, song lyrics. So when we are talking about the phase of these things, obviously it gives a sort of idea in your brain that yes, copyrights are given for those who have caliber. Okay, so in literary work, when we are talking, it is stated under section 14. So copyright means exclusive right that are provided to an individual to do or authorized to doing of any of the work. So here it comes the literary work. In case of literary work and dramatic or musical work, the copyright owner or authorized person to use copyrights for literary, dramatic or musical work, they should have right to reproduce the work, right to issue the copies, right to perform the work publicly, right to translate the work, right to adopt the work. Okay, so come to the point of computer program. Exclusive rights that are provided to the copyright owner under Copyright Act are right to do any act that are specified under Clause A of Section 14 of Copyrights Act. Along with this, right to authorize the doing of work by giving a copy of computer program. Next one is artistic work. So in case of artistic work, the right that are provided to copyright owner are right to reproduce the work in any material form. So it can be a sand work, it can be pottery, it can be drawing, whatnot, anything. Okay. Next, right to communicate the work to public, right to issue the copies, right to prepare derivative work, and right to adopt the work. Okay, so this is the case of artistic work. Come to the point of cinematographic work. For short stories, it may be for movies, whatnot. So for cinematographic work, certain rights are provided under Copyrights Act to the copyright owner: right to make a copy of the film, right to sell or issue copyright on hire, right to communicate the film to public. Okay. Next one, come to the point of other works, database and song lyrics. So here they can sing the song anywhere, they can present the song public, but they cannot sell their voice. A singer cannot sell their voice. But here I would like to tell you one example to you students. We all know that the what you can call our voice of our India, Nightingale of India, she is Lata Mangeshkar. Because of her melodious voice, Russian scientists, they purchased her throat after her death. Do you anyone know about it? I don't think so. Because they want to do research on the tone of Lata Mangeshkar. She owns such a melodious voice. Everyone feel that what a voice she had, and because of this, Russians, they bought her voice and she sold it also. After her death, they are going to do research on Lata Mangeshkar voice. It is a copyright. She sell it, but not alive after her last breath. Okay, this is next one. For computer softwares, it includes program manuals, punched cards, magnetic tapes and discs, computer printouts, and computer programs. So if those who are for using these computer programs, they can follow it. Next one, spotlight on copyrights for biotech industry. Work in biotech industry involves copyrightable subject matter, modification of genes on plants, animals, to identify cause of diseases. See, right now we can see why you people are watching video lectures instead of live lectures, because of a virus which is called as corona, and no one are able to take proper breath. So many people lost their loved ones, so many people are faced that virus. We call them as super savers, achievers. Some of the small kids and family, they are still suffering. So is it not? So obviously they have to find out causes for diseases. And right now Bharat Biotech is saying that we want copyrights for our corona vaccine. Serum is saying the same. American companies. Is it not? Yes or no? Yes, we thought it's a small viral virus like a cold and cough and fever, but it's not. It demoralizes the person in the world. It has decreased the population, and it give a wrong kind of mindset. People are going to depression. Is it not? So biotech industry need to concentrate to find out a proper medicine for such kind of diseases. Okay, yes. Infringement of copyrights. Infringement means when the copyright become wrong. Infringement of copyright. So here we need to point out the infringement of copyrights, because one cannot copy copyrights. Okay, so what is infringement of copyright? Infringement means violation of right. Infringement means exercising right of the copyright owner. Okay, so a statutory definition for copyrights as per section 51 under the Act of 1957. Infringement means exercising the right of the copyright owner. One should inform the owner, then only they use it. So violation of right of any person is called as infringement. Copyright infringement refers to the unauthorized use of any copyright work by any person or any other original owner. So infringement of owner's exclusive right. So here I'll give you certain example for infringement of copyrights. Playing music in a public place without the owner's permission, taking substantial extracts from copyrighted work. So types of copyright infringements we have here: making, distributing, exhibiting, and importing infringing copyrights of the work. So in this slide we have factors of determining infringement. Factors of determining infringement: copying, casual connection, subconscious copying, indirect copying. So casual connection, so simply one cannot copy it. So if anyone play any song without the knowledge, without informing to the singer, or without informing to the music director, it's called as infringement of copyright. Next is subconscious copying. Subconscious copying means with I don't know actually. Okay, with just I felt that let me do it, I have done it, so it's called subconscious copying, but it is called as violation of right. Indirect copying, indirectly copying, so original one will be there and they will do and another one, which is called indirect copying. Next one, substantial taking. Unaltered copying, extent of defendant's alteration, character of plaintiff and defendant's work, nature and extent of plaintiff effort. So here when we are observe the works which are the basic type of copyright infringement as per section 51 are allowing any place of for public performance. So if anyone perform anything in public place, it's not accurate. Next, unauthorized reproduction of work for sale, hire or lease. Okay, next one, unauthorized distribution of work over commercial purpose or to such an extent that would prejudice the honor of the copyright owner, and exhibiting unauthorized copies publicly by way of fraud, importing unauthorized copies to India. Okay, so here whatever the things are there, obviously they all come under copyright infringement, and some of the works are not considered as a copyright infringement. Certain things are there which are not considered also. Okay, so general principles. So as per R.C. Anand versus Deluxe Film, certain general principles are there. No copyright in an idea. Violation of copyright confines to form, manner and arrangement, and it is as well as expression of an idea by the author. Okay, so where some idea developed in different manner, similarly it happens. So court to rule on whether similar are merely substantial or fundamental. So here in this case of one thing, one could not copy but one could develop their idea. Okay, so when this part comes into act, obviously it creates a lot of disturbance and damage to the person or to the original owner. So one has to be very careful while copying it. So in this general principle, in the case of R.C. Anand and Deluxe Film says that court to rule on whether similarities are merely substantial or fundamental. Next, general principle 2 is that safest test. Safest test. Does the reader, spectator, or viewer have opinion or to get the unshakable impression that the second work is a copy or one or the original? It is test to the viewers. So students, we all watch movies, we all watch dramas, we all watch songs, we all observe cinematography, instruments, is it not? So when such kind of things are there, it is better to ask from people whether it is original track or copied one. Next, same theme, different presentation, completely new work, no infringement. Next one, where there are only incidental similarities, there is no copyright infringement. So here people can enjoy very clearly certain benefits. So all acts are not copy infringement of Copyright Act, or not all. Okay, so certain things are there where they can enjoy. So other than an act of legislature, publication or reproduction, any matter published in any official gazette is allowed. It's not a infringement of copyright. Next one, publication or reproduction of judicial proceedings or its report is allowed. Next, an author's article which is which its rights are not reversed, or a literature's report which was delivered in public are allowed to reproduce in a newspaper, magazine, or any periodical. Once the copyright is expired, exhibition of a literary, dramatic, or musical work or reproduce any film is allowed. Next one, any performance of a official ceremony which is organized by the state government, central government, or any local authority is allowed. So copyright infringement is equal to piracy and it must be clearly proven. Where there are only incidental similarities, there is no copyright infringement. And it is very difficult to prove violation of copyright of stage play by a film and a film producer. The viewer's test is applicable. Remedies for copyright infringement. Remedies for copyright infringement. To strengthen the copyright and to enhancing the law and to protect the owner, certain remedies are provided according to Copyrights Act 1957. And the remedies for infringement of copyrights are civil remedies, criminal remedies, and administrative remedies. Here the civil remedies are classified into injunction, damages, accounts and costs. So criminal remedies for infringement of copyrights are cognizable offences, imprisonment up to 3 years, fine up to 2 lakh rupees in India. Okay, so here criminal remedies are given. So according to, I just want to explain civil remedies first. The civil remedies for infringement of copyrights are given as injunction, damages, accounts and cost. Okay, so let us focus on injunction. According to section 55, injunction refers to a civil remedy which is used in order to prevent injury to plaintiff. Injunction can be of two types. Number one, temporary injunction, and number two, perpetual or permanent injunction. So temporary injunction, an injunction issued to prevent or to stay further injury and to maintain status quo is referred as temporary injunction. So for a certain time of period, the work can be stopped. If any work which is asked to stop by the person court, and the court will give an order of injunction, no other one. Okay, so if it is for a certain period, it is called temporary. And perpetual or permanent injunction, and this is issued to prevent permanent injunction of copyright owner, and owner's right is referred as perpetual or permanent injunction. Second civil remedies for copyrights is damages. According to section 55, damages refer to the loss incurred by the plaintiff. Damages are calculated after consideration of the plaintiff's situation and other relevant cases. Third civil remedy for infringement of copyright is accounts. This will also comes under section 55. The profit which has earned by the defendant through infringement is referred as accounts. The defendant's net profit is approximate or almost to the loss occurred by the plaintiff. So whatever cost that has whatever loss occurred to the main one, that should be payable. Next one, to the cost. The cost of work that is which is owned by different persons, the owner has the right to get back the cost. Okay, these are the civil remedies. Now move to the criminal remedies for infringement of copyrights. There are three categories: cognizable offences, imprisonment up to 3 years, fine up to 2 lakh rupees. So Copyrights Act 1957 section 64 empowers the policy to seize infringement copies without warrant. These are called as cognizable offense. Okay, so here the point, when we come to the situation, anyone who copy the work intentionally, and if it is proved out, then they are seized and the copying work will be seized. And police rights, they will search, seize and arrest without a warrant. Fines, whatever the fine they need to pay are from minimum 50,000 to 2 lakh rupees. And obviously if it is proved that if a person or an organization or institution or association If they prove that they have infringed the copyright of a person, then they need to face an imprisonment of 6 months to 3 years. Okay students, this is about copyrights.